So definitely the return to Arrow for Season 3, Episode 10 was absolutely amazing. What a great way to return to this episode. And people who don't know and all that, because this is mainly just an anime channel and all that, yes, I actually do want to start talking about more about some live action shows. Might do an actual video on that, talking about, you know, some of the stuff that I've been watching. And one of those shows that I've been really watching and I've been really enjoying for like the past like month or two is actually Arrow, and I actually managed to catch up just so that the finale, mid-season finale, you know, come back and all that. And I was like, okay, it's back, and I'm really excited to talk about this. So episode 10 was very interesting. This one really didn't have Oliver in it at all. We was finding a little bit more of the aftermath of what happened with Ra's al Ghul, and that fight was absolutely amazing. That fight was absolutely incredible in the last season and all that, and I was like, how are they really going to do this and all that without not having Oliver as sort of the star throughout this season? And I'm thinking like maybe throughout the entire of this season of Arrow and all that, I'm thinking that maybe Oliver's going to be a lot more of the side character in this one. I think this is going to be really focusing on the team, you know, with Felicity, like as well with Arsenal. I feel like it's also going to, with Diggle, like I feel like it's going to focus more on them, because it was very much shown in this episode that the team is starting to crumble it down, like without Oliver and all that. We've seen, you know, that, you know, Felicity, she was concerned for the team when they were going against the villain for this episode, which was Brick, and really surprised that Vinnie Jones is actually portraying Brick in this one. Like, I'm not too known well of DC villains and stuff like that. It's really been thanks to Arrow and, you know, Justice League and a few other shows and all that, that I've really been able to like know a few DC villains and stuff like that. So to see some of these more lower key sort of like villains and all that, I've been very interesting to see and all that. And for what we saw for like, you know, Vinnie Jones' portrayal of Brick and all, I think he was actually really good and all that. He was very interesting, you know, oh, you get to pull the gun, you get to walk away and all that, and it was like, he was a very interesting portrayal of the boss, saying, you know, oh, we're gonna take over the Glades and like that, like by rescuing like all of these villains, like getting rid of like all their evidence and all that, which you find later on in the episode. That's what they're really doing and all that. And so the stuff with the Am and all that, that really wasn't a big part of the episode. I found that it was like, I really don't like kind of like Felicity and like in the mid-season of like season 3 and all that, that she was kind of like having that kiss with her. I honestly think like, you know, her and Oliver should be like, you know, ones together. I mean, I was conflicted as well, having Barry as well for the Flash and all that, but I think since Barry is too like falling in love with that other girl, I was like, no, I think Oliver and Felicity should really, you know, get together. Right? It's really showing that she really does care for Oliver and all that throughout this episode. But one thing that I've kind of felt like a little bit annoyed, it's like, you motherfucking piece of shit, Malcolm Merlin in this episode. It's like going into the Arrow Cave and pretty much saying, yeah, I went there. I went to the like the sacred spot where they had the like Ra's al Ghul and Oliver battle like that, and he brought the sword and he was saying, yeah, this is confirmed, and he was pretty much saying, yeah, Oliver's dead and all that. I went there. And it shows like he's trying to be compassionate of things sometimes, but he's just a sick and twisted man that he's just straight up told to all of them and all that. It was like, yeah, I killed like your leader. I killed like, you know, your lover, your best friend, like your mentor. Like I just did that right in front of you, and I did that to clear my name. And he used that, fucking fear, which is, well, fear in this season, which I haven't really been able to describe. I really have not been liking her throughout season 3 and all that. I feel like she's getting a little bit more bitchy. Yeah, this is like the influence of Malcolm Merlin, and I feel like she's gonna fall under like that little little hypnotism that he had last time with that fight. And I feel like this time, like he's probably gonna send fear on like Oliver if he ever comes back and all that. Because like for what we saw in this episode with him was that he, you know, he survived the whole clash and all that. But the guy that he had throughout China and all that was the one that saved him and all that, and we really didn't see who that was at the end or who that he knocked on the door, but it's obviously seen that, you know, this is an ally out there, someone close and all that, saying like, okay, we really need you to help it. And like the sort of bits that we saw, you know, in the flashback where like Amanda Waller was like, you know, we have to go and get the other part of this and like a little quest, and it was like, it was okay. Like I didn't really mind that. Like I definitely say and all that, I haven't been enjoying the flashback stuff so much with definitely with season 3 and all that. I really did like it when they were on the island, but it's still very interesting to find out about him, you know, doing all these missions for Amanda Waller and like everything that's been happening since he's been away. So overall, this was a really great episode. Like the best part of it was kind of the finale when we saw fucking Black Canary, and people know I really like Black Canary. I think she's awesome and all that. And it's going to be interesting now that we've got a new Black Canary now, and to see how that's going to be working into like the story and all that. Like she's pretty much going to be like, since Oliver's gone, she's going to like take over and all that. So I do appreciate that, what she's going to do with that. And I just want to see, like, I really want to see Quentin find out or something. I really want Quentin to find out, oh shit, that's my fucking daughter, that's my daughter, that's the Black Canary. So I'm really interested in what's going to be happening. Overall, for the mid-season like premiere, like and all that, I really liked the return and all that. there was some little bits of issues and all that I did have here and there, but I thought this was a great one. This was an amazing return and all that. I felt this was a really good episode that it did not need like Oliver's return, like saying, oh, I'm gonna be back and all that. I feel like Oliver should be gone for like at least like throughout this whole brick stuff and all that. I feel like, you know, let's have 2-3 episodes of like the brick stuff and all that, and we'll come back and have Oliver and all that, because I don't know when we're gonna have another, if we're gonna have another season break, we're just gonna go for all of like Arrow like that. But on that, I think so far, this like return and all that, I think this was a great return and all that for season 3 of Arrow. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about me doing some like live action stuff? I really do want to get more into talking about that, like maybe some Arrow, maybe some Flash, maybe when Game of fucking Thrones comes back or something like that. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this and all that, and what you think about me doing some live action stuff and talking about more of it in the future and all that. Because I really do like Arrow. I really think Arrow is like one of my favorite things to watch on TV right now. Like, it's really good stuff, and I'm glad I'm getting into more DC stuff because of this show and all that, and because of Flash and stuff like that. So let me know in the comment section down below what you really thought about this episode. I thought it was a great one, and I really am interested to see, like, you know, we've got some Arrow fans up in here, so let me know. But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.